Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to my Splinter Cell Blacklist Briggs side missions. And this is the Ghost Perfectionist difficulty. And I am here again with Jordan. Again, unfortunately, we don't have the microphone set up. I don't know, maybe I can Skype somebody. Anyways, yeah, we don't have the proper microphone set up as far as quality goes, so you're just going to hear my voice. But you can get the general gist of what both of us are doing. So basically we are after this guy named Chersky. We found some intel on him at the missile plant. And we are led to believe that he is holding out in this scrapyard here. And I like this level. It kind of reminds me, I don't know if you guys ever played a game called Brink. It was multiplayer only, first person shooter. Kind of reminded me a little bit of Mirror's Edge. But basically, a great game. Didn't really get enough hype for people to play consistently. And the servers just kind of died down. And when people start leaving that game, that's its entire base. So unfortunately, that game didn't do the greatest, but I own it. It's pretty well made. Anyways, I think it's Bethesda. And I love Bethesda. They did Fallout and all that fun stuff. So, and Elder Scrolls. Anyways, there are going to be a lot of guys at this starting point here. And all we have to do now, we just realize that Chersky isn't here. And we have to escape the scrapyard. I don't know why we couldn't have just gone the way we came. But, that's Splinter Cell logic. So, when that dog just walked right over the fireplace, the campfire there, if you didn't notice that. It's a bit bizarre. But yeah, if you throw a sleeping gas grenade over there, there are going to be a bunch of guys that run that way. And sometimes you might be able to even get the dog, depending on when you throw it and how lucky you get. And I like hanging up on that ridge there, on that little alcove that I was at before, because you get a nice view of everybody. And Jordan takes that guy out up there. I take out the dog. And it does require a little bit of luck and a little bit of good timing for them to run into the gas after you and be idiotic like that. And damn you, Jordan, you took my kill. I was going for that guy, and you nabbed it right from under me. Anyways, dual boost on up here. And this upcoming area, there is going to be at least 3 juggernauts. And then a few other regular guys. And there's a propane tank that is up on that crane there in the distance that you can shoot and it'll drop and blow up a lot of people. And it's very tempting. But again, we know what we are going for. We're going for our ghost playthrough here. And I decide to take the right side while Jordan decides to take the left side. And one thing that we do, which is an extremely good idea, I recommend you guys do this as well, is get our tri-rotor out and start marking guys. Jordan actually had that idea, which was really smart of him. Thank you. I will not take credit for something else like that. Anyways, knock these guys out, the stragglers, and then whoever else I really want to take out, Jordan will tell me if any guys coming on my left side there. And there's also a guy up on that balcony above me on the right side. So I'm okay for now, though. I'm in the shadows for the most part. Take out this juggernaut. And this is a bit risky what I did here, but I pulled him over here just so I don't get too much attention. And I don't get too many guys over here that I don't want. And so I scout him. I tell Jordan of the whereabouts of everybody back here, and he's telling me about everybody in the beginning area there. He is remaining in cover. And I just tried to take off one by one each guy. Yeah, that was really weird. That should have been a knockout. Don't know what happened there. Anyways, yeah, each guy who just is by themselves or or is with a group, but I can easily whistle and lead him over to me. This is what I'm going to do right now, actually. So Jordan tells me about these guys coming up here. I whistle. I don't know if anyone's close enough to come at me, but yep, there is. Yeah, okay. He's coming. I don't want anyone else looking at me while I take this guy out, but I am in the dark, so I should be okay. And I appreciate how patient Jordan has been waiting back there. I think he's flying around his tri-rotor, just continuing to pick people off, or continuing to mark people for me. I believe we're down to 5 or 6 guys. And I'm just trying to figure out what the best approach is for these guys. So I'm going to come back here. See if I can move my way over to the left side. But seeing as some more guys have made it over to the right, I feel like since it is in the dark, it is the best area for me to deal with these people. I almost got spotted by that juggernaut. I was very, very lucky. But yeah, pretty tricky first part, actually. Just because it's such a large amount of guys in such a small area, it's easy to make mistakes or get spotted knocking a buddy out, and then his other guy is like, hey, what are you doing? We don't like you putting our people to sleep. You think they'd be a little bit more sympathetic. It's not like we're killing them or anything, you know? Anyways, seeing as the Juggernaut and the Ride Shield guy over here are on the ground, and this guy is in the back of the pickup truck there, Jordan decides to take him out. And I believe Jordan will take out that one Juggernaut that is walking around. I think that will be the case, and then that will leave me free to deal with this guy. And the shield guy can be a little bit tricky, but you just have to find his pattern. He'll shuffle your way, and then he'll turn and then shuffle the other way as well. So Jordan's got him. Very good. We got our last guy. And this was our first try. I was very surprised that we got this on our first try. I think we're just really, really good at the game. Yep, that's what it is. Yep. But so I watch him. Okay, what are you doing? Okay, you're turning that way. And I should be good to move. But I just want to make doubly sure. I don't want to have to do this again. So while he's looking my way, I wait. And oh yeah, I was talking to Jordan about shooting a noisemaker, and it kind of worked for a second, but I was wanted to be more reliant on making sure that he was taken out. There we go. Teamwork. Like bosses. Okay. Now that is it for the first part of this level. And there's going to be a cutscene. And then we're going to move on to the building. And I'm actually very surprised by how good this co-op actually is. I thought it was just going to be like the Grim missions or the Coben missions. But I thought they did a pretty damn good job, all things considered. It wasn't necessarily as good as Splinter Cell Conviction, but that's not really an issue, you know, because if you don't recall Splinter Cell Conviction campaign, I think it was 5 or 6 missions for the co-op, and there was a bonus mission at the end where there's Kestrel and Archer that you're playing as. I think Archer is the Kestrel is the Russian guy, and then Archer is the American. And at the very end of the co-op missions, you both get a text from or a kill order from Third Echelon, and it's basically for you to kill each other. And you're both in this cargo hold of this giant military airplane, and this really interesting final mission is just who can kill the other person. And I don't know. I thought that was really crazy way to finish off. Obviously, you can't kill off Briggs in this because then the campaign would be null and void, the single player campaign. But I don't know. I think that it's kind of missing some of those more crazy story elements. As far as gameplay goes, it's second to none. It's great gameplay. Had a lot of fun with it, but yeah, the final mission for the co-op for this game, Blacklist, it has a little bit of work. You know, it needs a little bit of work. It needs a little bit of catching up to do. It's not very stealth by any means. It's kind of like the Predator drone mission part where, you know, it's kind of cool. You know, you're controlling Predator missile, you're shooting people from above. It's kind of like that one mission in Call of Duty 4 where you're wrecking people with that AC-130. But it doesn't feel like Splinter Cell. You know what I mean? Anyways, we made our way up to the top of the roof here, and you really want to make sure you take care of those snipers that Jordan so wonderfully took out. And yeah, so we made our way into the building here, and we're going to make our way down floor by floor. There are going to be a couple cuts here because it was a little bit tricky trying to do this full stealth here. But make sure that you use the vents to your advantage, and definitely whistle when and where you can, because that is going to be your saving grace. So for these areas, there are a lot of vents that you can climb up into. They're up above the main floor there. See, there's one right there. I'm telling Jordan about it right now. And on this level, I believe there's only the one drone operator. So this level, I believe, is pretty easy. Just want to see what's going on down here. Yep, I see the little red light, which means a drone's puttering by. So we sneak our way in here, down out of the vent, and he'll just be chilling right there. You want to make your way around to where he doesn't have peripheral vision on you. Otherwise, he will knock you back. If you try and knock him out from the front, he will kick your ass. So keep that in mind. I don't see any big red triangles on my radar. Red arrows, I guess. So we are safe to move down a floor. And I believe there are 3 floors. I'm not entirely sure, though. So we do a breach here, which that door didn't really look like it needed dual breaching, but that's okay. I'm sure a kick would have sufficed, but you're right, we want to be stealthy. So I whistle for this guy. He'll meander his way over here. Jordan's waiting patiently right there. And before he opens up that vent, there are a couple guys in the front here that you want to take out. Otherwise, they'll easily spot you here. So I prefer to throw a gas grenade just because the snipers will probably spot me if I shoot a bolt instead. So yeah, they almost spotted me there with that EMP that I just put on that camera. So there's a night vision goggle guys there, and I got him. If you want to move over to the right side, there aren't very many guys over on the right side. It's more to the left you want to go. But if you want to, I would recommend going cover to cover instead of just, you know. And Jordan was having a bit of trouble with that guy, so I decided to help him out and knee him in the stomach. And he went down. He's very top heavy. And I believe it's just these last 2 guys before you encounter the snipers. But the snipers are easy peasy. So 1, 2, and 3, 4. Look at that. Facing the other way just for us. Perfect. All right. That is floor number 2. And again, another cut because we did mess up. But that's not a problem. Even though the loading times are a little bit longer for co-op missions, like I said in a previous video, you do get all your gadgets back. So there you go. Again, I whistle just to lure them to me. And you really want to be careful if you're going to whistle to Juggernaut guys, because sometimes if you don't have the right angle on them, because you want to get them from the side or from behind, you can't knock them out from the front. So you want to definitely make sure your angle is right when they're walking by you. So wait for Jordan to come behind me here, and there are these 2 guys down here. I want to wait for him, but I was impatient, so if you want to take them both on yourself, then you have to do that very quickly. Alright, and there's one guy on our, couple guys on our left, a couple guys in front of us. Jordan's trying to find a proper area for cover. I think they would be able to see you through through that chain link there, Jordan. Not the smartest cover you've ever chosen. But that's okay. That's okay. They're not near us anyway. We're fine. Just making our way through in this broken fence there. I believe this room is where the laptops are. I could be mistaken. I played this level a while ago, and I got the dead drop and laptop a while ago, but I'm assuming most of you have the Paladin upgrades where they show up on your map from like a mile away, so it's not that big of a deal if I show you or not. And take out this camera for Jordan. And I believe that is it for the stealth portion of this level. Yes, we open up this door and very stealthily we plant C4 in that wall and blow it to smithereens. And they definitely don't hear it at all. Yeah. The whole stealth thing kind of gets thrown out the window at that point, I guess, but whatever. I guess people want the Michael Bay explosions all the time. Yeah. No way people floors below us didn't hear that, but that's all right. So that should be it for me this level, guys. You might hear some residual noise of Jordan talking to me. You won't hear my voice, but you'll hear Jordan. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you for the final level. All right, later.
Uploading the scan now.
That isn't Chersky.
You can still talk. Where's Voron getting his Third Echelon intelligence from?
I don't know anything.
Like, what don't you know?
If you don't know anything, then I don't need you. Do the math.
All I know is that his emails come from Voron's facility in Kosovo.
Seriously, Briggs.
Just shoot him! No one else needs to die. Just let me walk away. Shoot him, Sam!
Right past your eyeball.
Sam, give me a sit rep.
Chersky and his playdate are dead.
Played plenty of games where I've had to do that.
System's fried. We got what we needed. Target Voron activity out of Kosovo. See what you can find.
Copy. See you back on the plane.
%100% ghost mode.
Our accounts have been updated.